And it looks like we are live. Yes, indeed. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Folks, I hope you're having a great time, and welcome to this Ocarina of Time Randomizer Brackets match, Icola versus Kayzo Bro. Both our runners probably require no introduction to those who follow OOT Randomizer for a bit. Both of them pretty well-known names in the community, and it looks like the race is about to set off. We have about a minute left. So, what's at stake today? This is the brackets round for the OOT Randomizer tournament in SpeedGaming Live 2021. So this is for all the marbles. Runner who wins here moves on in the brackets to face their next opponent. And if my brackets page would load, I would even tell you who it is. There we go! Thank you, technology. So Kayzo Bro and Icola are facing off today, and the winner is going to face Alexis, who won their first round match against Bear Kafka. Well, here we go. We're starting out with a fire medallion. Color took me a moment to figure out there, which in these settings is probably useless. It gives us a third of a song, the Burning Kakariko song, wherever that is, and we are off. You can immediately see chest size matches content. This is a big chest, this is a useful item, and strength 1 immediately for both runners. Mido's house. What a spawn as well.
Hello, I just got here. I see we just started.
Welcome in, Star. We have indeed just started. We are starting out with a child spawn inside Mido's house. and the game decided to give us strength 1 for free. So there's that.
Nice.
So you are just in time.
Yep, convenient timing.
Oh hey, heart container from a small chest. We'd like to see that.
Yeah, nice early find in CSMC when we tend to have less health than the usual.
Yep. Chest size matches content means the large chests contain unique items that you may need to finish the seed. Smaller chests contain less unique items, like heart containers, heart pieces, and so on. So you tend to open less of these, and therefore most runners have less hearts available. Both runners following a pretty standard routing here with open Deku and the start in Kokiri Forest. We are immediately going to see Deku Tree from both of them.
Yep.
Not even checking which medallion or stone that is, because in the end it's a bunch of checks that are relatively easy to get and pretty likely to yield a useful item for them.
Yep. My first hint was Spirit Wave here. Second hint is Prelude of Burning Cat. Well, it's not required, but that's still a bit of a land needed. It's one of the best songs, and you're just not getting it.
Great. Not an easy way to get to the Temple of Time.
Yep. And they started Song of Time I see too, which is and a Fire Medallion, which is just nah for a start.
Yeah, as I was about to say when we were off, the Fire Medallion is useless in these settings because to open the Rainbow Bridge to Ganon's Castle, we need the 3 spiritual stones. So the Zora Sapphire, the Goron Ruby, and the Kokiri Emerald. And to get our boss key for the Ganon fight, we need the Shadow Medallion and the Spirit Medallion.
Alright, I'm pretty much set up now. I just posted my notes sheet as well for you.
Oh, yay!
Sorry, I literally just ran home, so make sure they got going.
Okay.
Nice hover boots in Deku. Yeah, make sure they got going. Make sure there was a person to set up, and then got going. And then had AFK for a bit, and then I'm back. Hover boots a nice early find. Gives you some early stuff, but helps with some logic quirks. We'll see. Shadow might be required. We don't know.
We go. Yeah, as I said, we don't know what the medallions are. Our runners are doing this this dungeon blind, as happens so often when you have both open Deku and a start near Kokiri. Let's see what else we can find in the Deku tree, though. I mean, hover boots, pretty good find. Who knows if we need them? Convenient for let's say, making your way across the map, though.
Nothing in the company. The Icola is going to get the skull here as well as the chest next to it. You never know if Vicky is a thing. And ignore SpeedGaming Bot. Our commentary in French is on Papi's channel. Happy birthday, Hostfinger. Not sure why the thing thinks we have a French restream on SGFR, but it's actually on Papi's. They shape a B, so ignore that. But no, seriously, merci à Papi et Zaho for our Francophone restream today, since both Icola and Kayzo are French. The French are pretty little sad to see 2 of the Frenchmen get paired up in round 1, since it means that one Frenchman will immediately be eliminated, no matter what the result of this match is, but that happens sometimes. There's no Deku, just nothing for the runners. 3-2-1 here for, or 2-3-1 for Kayzo as well as Icola. And time for code. Nice 1 cycle for both runners. Nice.
We call this a high Goma, by Goma moment.
And eye drops? Yeah. That's a thing you don't really want to see.
No, and you don't want to leave it behind either.
No, you don't. No, of course it's the Light Medallion, because why wouldn't Deku be the Light Medallion?
Well, all we need to know now is that that Shadow is completely unnecessary for Deku to have been completely useless.
Until Big Goron has a good shot.
Ew.
Icola
And-
does leave the eye drops behind to note. What?
Yeah, that's what I mean. You don't want to leave him behind. That's that was I don't know if I agree with that decision. Okay, Zora's domain is foolish, so at least we don't need to do diving minigame.
Nope, you know, King Zora, if you screw up your eye drops, might become a concern. I mean, the thing is, I don't know, because on the one hand, it's a pain in the rear to, if you lose your eye drops, and it's also a pain in the rear to get back to Deku for that one thing. But also autopilot and Icola just forgetting to pick up the eye drops.
I'm assuming he's just gambling on those eye drops not being anything.
Most likely, yes, and if you have to, you go back, I guess. At least your save warp is right there.
Yeah.
Ocarina memory game, giving us some Bob Chews, nice find.
Ooh. Nice early explosives. That's a bit out of logic, but we don't care. As
Oh
in,
no,
like anything we can get with those explosives is a bit out of logic, but you know. There's gotta be a bomb back somewhere.
Yes, there does. Alright, small chest in the Lost Woods Bomb Grotto, and a hint that 30 Skulls is dead.
We do like to see that.
Yep.
At least in the interest of my bedtime.
I would like dinners, you know, so I would also like for this to not go 4 hours.
My goodness, aren't we self-interested?
And I am still a little tired from yesterday. Had a bit of some technical issues. I ended up staying for up a bit, reviewing some
Who
stuff.
knows?
Alright, Lost Scrub Grotto giving us a silver scale.
And we do take those.
Mildly funny that bomb locked scale, but alright. Yeah, we've got ourselves a panda on Icola's side and Kayzo's face on the other side. Should get some good facial expressions from Kayzo. Although nothing quite beats the unicorn onesie he sports sometimes as a result of channel point rewards.
Wonderful, I never knew that.
He showed up in it once for, I saw him wearing it for some races in last year's SGL. Particularly notable versus Curiosa. Unfortunately, it was a ridiculous jet scene, so we only saw it briefly, but it was hilarious. I'll post it in our internal volunteer channels. Screenshot.
I do. I'm gonna have to stray from this Discord server for a moment here just to look at that.
As we see rightly of Ansari, that is a good find. Please do another song. And yes, that's pretty hilarious. Pretty Cack is still Prelude, thanks. And I remember just pulling up Kayzo stream last year and going, what on earth are you wearing? Saying the unicorn onesie in question. Fountain is way of the hero.
Okay, so domain is foolish, but Fountain is way of the hero. Rush Ice?
Yep, and Darunia is dead, unfortunately. Womp womp.
And we are being rated by SpeedGaming, and a group of 76 people. Thank you so much for the raid, and I hope you had a good stream.
Hey, SpeedMain,
welcome in, everyone!
Hope you had a good restream. We are here with OTR. Two excellent French runners here having a face-off. So far not a bad start, but it's also just the beginning of the seed, so who knows?
At the moment, they're both pretty much neck and neck, though we are finally seeing some divergence. Frozen Cavern yields the Sun Song. Oh no, okay. Even more reason to rush Ice, though.
Yeah, that's a thing. Sun Song on Burning Cack, on Ice Cavern is interesting. Because you want a good fountain for Wave the Hero, but also the foolish. It's also not the most useful song at the same time as Kayzo blows up Hot Rounded Boron.
Well, yeah, it's not per se useful in that it gets us many checks, but it is useful in that it just makes routing a lot easier. Because you
Oh, it does.
don't have to worry about day-night cycles anymore, and you can just make it the time of day you need.
Yeah, although, wink wink, nudge nudge, we haven't seen any 40 or 50 skulls hints yet.
Oh, don't
What do you
curse
think
the
of Hot
seed
Rodder?
this early on.
I rolled this. What do you think?
Ooh, that was worth it. So Kayzo investing a few chews for, okay, a buck bottle. Wait,
Also,
was that
Shadow is
Spirit?
foolish?
I'm not sure if it was Spirit or Shadow.
Spirit's way of the hero.
Oh, well, great. Then Shadow Temple is indeed foolish. So someone will need to read the pedestal to tell us if we still need to do it.
Yeah, speaking of skulls and Sun Song, by the way, that was a bug bottle, which is nice. That does also get us Sun Song to the Ice Cavern, since you do need a bottle. They can't do that now with bottle and hover boots. They've got other things to do first.
Yep. We now have all the ingredients for a King Zora skip.
Yes, we do. We have a way to domain, aka hover boots. We have a bottle, and that's all we need.
And logic be damned, there might be a bow in there, as we learned yesterday.
Yep. Yeah, they started with a fire medallion, as noted on the tracker. A small chest on the wall, good info.
So to know
Answer, we have Spirit and Fountain are way of the hero, and Shadow Temple is foolish. Shadow Foolish being a bit concerning, considering that hover boots were free in Ducketry.
Domain is also foolish. So...
Yep. Well, there's Serenade at least to help mitigate the lack of Prelude.
It's at least something.
Budget
Prelude for child. Let's see where adult spawn is.
They started with Song of Time. We'll have to see in the adult spawn. Kayzo's unfortunately used most of his chews and is looking to keep that bottle fair enough, which I'm not sure when his last save was, so that might be interesting depending on what he chooses to do, because the bottle's not really worth it, the double defense isn't either, but he might choose to save scum here, because he only has one chew left. Is that a bow in the silo? That looks like a bow in the silo.
Looks like Icola at least thought it was worthwhile, so we're gonna take another look. Didn't quite catch it in time.
Yep, that's a bow, and I think Kayzo did just save scum like most of Lost Woods and all of Childgoran City. Makes sense. Oh, double defense.
Yeah, that was
really
a lot of chews invested here, so...
Yeah, Ice Cavern has Sun Song.
I'm not sure. Did he do the peek over the stone maze before committing to using all those chews, or did he just
tried
coming them?
Well, I don't.
Oh.
You can't really peek it the way adult can because Childlink's too short.
He's
tried to see up through the rocks, but I don't think that works. Recovery heart on the arc.
That's either recovery heart. Wait,
how many skulls is a bomb bag? As we get
that was 50. What did you roll?
Okay, well that's funny. And yeah, that's 50 bomb bag.
So much for my bedtime. Okay then. You're not having dinner.
I mean, it's a bomb bag. At least they did get chews early. Like the odds of A, it being the only logical bomb bag, and B, there being no other available explosives is quite rare.
That is true. It takes one bomb bag out of the running for, actually finding one. So, still not great.
Like, no, it is not. No, it is not.
Here we go, Boulder of Destiny. And it's a small chest.
40 skulls is dead.
A pack of arrows, so the only number of skulls that we get a hint for that is anything is the 50 skulls check. And I'll be honest, I don't think there's a way to get 50 skulls into Logic without having some form of explosives.
Yeah, well, Hammer might do it. Hammer, and we already have a strength upgrade.
That's true.
I've seen really stupid stuff, to be fair. Safeguard from Kayzo, there was no keys in Child Spirit, by the way. That's unusual. You can keep both, and Kayzo saw both and saw that they were small, so he didn't get them. Yeah. Let's see. So I've got no idea where Kayzo's going right now. Icola's in Child Market.
Probably going to do the Goron City checks that Icola already... No, wait. Kayzo was the one who did the Goron City checks.
Ah, Tahiri Storm.
I did not check... Oh, I did not notice when they got Song of Storms, but okay.
Colossus.
Oh.
Well,
that's
just
a nice
and a hint that Goron is dead. No need to worry about those eye drops.
Phew.
Hey,
Hi, Greg!
Greg! Guess we get gold scale?
Silver scale.
No, the other one's lost with Scrub Grotto. Icola safe scummed it.
Oh. Well, in that case, we now know where both scales are.
That is our in-logic scale, by the way. Shadow Child 2 dead.
Gerudo Training Grounds is Way of the Hero, and Gerudo Fortress is Foolish. So that is the second Foolish Way of the Hero pair that we have. That's really funny. So Domain is Foolish, Fountain is Way of the Hero, and Training Grounds is Way of the Hero, but Fortress is Foolish.
I thought it was Valley Foolish.
Oh,
yeah.
Valish. Okay, Valley. Okay then. So Hammer Rocks, the Crate, the Waterfall.
Yeah, that's a good hint, honestly, because those are some annoying checks to get.
Yeah, especially, I mean, Crate and Waterfall, you realistically want to get as a child if you want to check them out early. Oh, hey, that's another bow on top of Dodongo's Cavern.
Sure, choose your 0 bows, why not? Okay, so Deku, DC... Something... DC Jabu, I did not... Spirit and Forest, I think, were the other...
I did not catch all of them, I'm sorry, but I think Jabu and Forest are required?
That's what I thought I read, so I missed the Water Medallion.
Chat, will you do us a favor and check the VOD?
Pulling up Icola's personal stream to see if I can get his tracker. I managed to catch most of them, but he didn't even bother reading the Water Medallion because. I guess
that being said, it is not even 20 minutes into the seed, and we are seeing chickens!
Yes, we are. By the way, did someone catch DMZ storms? Because I missed it. I assume Kayzo did it, walking past it, but I didn't see it. And apparently water is the vanilla Water Medallion, according to Icola's personal tracker on his personal stream.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, Talon's Chickens was useless today. Is Anku's Chickens any better? Rita Grotto is useless. Or all technically a small chest that have never would be enough, say
Open Grotto, small chest, 30 skulls is dead. I think we already knew that, yep.
Yeah, Foolish Shadow is required. Thanks, game!
Oh, no!
Yeah, Shadow...
Makes those hover boots into a good find, though.
Yeah, Foolish Shadow, Way of the Hero Spirit, and Fire Temple Hours, 3 stones. Thanks, game. Thanks. Oh, okay, I guess we're getting our stuff.
This seed is a star special, alright.
Yeah, it is. Sorry, I dropped a water bottle on the floor with a lid on. Pick it up.
That's at least one saving grace.
Yeah. Yeah, the Stone Medallion layout sucks in the XR. It's full of shadow too, by the way, just for the extra giggles.
Yeah, our foolishes so far are Domain, Shadow, and Valley. And to note, the Way of the Heroes, Spirit, Fountain, and GTG that we know of so far. So, make of that what you will. Hey, that's Lullaby in the windmill.
And Angel's Chickens is a heart piece, thanks. 50 Skulls has got ourselves a bomb bag, Preludes on Burning Cack. Sunsong is an ice cavern or other notable hints. And we got the storm well for Kayzo. I mean, not a terrible play. You can't sneak most of the chests here, and logic at how many keys are in the remaining ones. Also, you're just right here.
Yep, good choice, I think, to at least take a look at what's down there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, ZL is in the windmill as a adult, so that just feels a little bad. But it makes sense for him because he decided to go down the mountain, do DMT, do the 2 Storms Grottos, and then come here, which makes sense for routing. You might as well do it considering you're walking right past. This might be a little unfortunate as we get some errors on Adult Andrew. That ain't it.
And Pascal has even more arrows.
Yep. Yeah, CSMC makes well a bit better because you can peek 2 of the 4 ZL lock checks.
Just small chests so far, not even any key chests yet. Shieldgrave has a small chest.
With a heart.
Oh, okay, we do take those
big chest.
early in the game. Hey, and it is...
Hey! Goron Tunic.
Hey,
I mean,
Goron Tunic.
Well, they don't eventually. Fire is a stone, but that's not saying much. You see a heart piece in the crate. Crater? Rain? Small chest there on the bombable thing. Bombable chest there is a small chest because it wasn't peeking out, so Kayzo did bother blowing it up.
Underwater chest is small.
Alright. Well, no keys, which is amusing.
Well, there's just some nuts.
Looks like there's a good chance Dead Hand in the chest next to Dead Hand look to be likely keys, which is good considering they don't have them. Considering Kayzo doesn't have CL. Ignore SG bot. Our French Racer is actually on the channel. He knows that we have a French Racer, but doesn't know where we have a French Racer, so just ignore that. Nothing on Dante Race. Shoutouts to our 2 runners, by the way, Icola and Kayzo, to my co-com, Tobias, to our 2 trackers, Mighty Mouse and Huffpuff, and also thank you to our French Race stream, Pepe Clan and Zaho as well. Small key in the basement, finally, for Kayzo.
As well as to thanks to Phantasma for setting up this restream for us. And of course to my co-com Star, who also happens to be the tournament admin.
Yes, I am. I assume there was a big chest by the lake, like considering Kayzo went to the trouble of getting the key.
I would assume so.
Alright, Composer Grave as adult over Icola. Hopefully the Flame Storage doesn't come back to bite them. I still remember the first race of brackets.
There's never any useful items in Composer Grave. Until, of course, there is. And Saria's song.
Well, Tobias, the first match of brackets between Ryokin and One Shot. I was commentating it, as he says, Saria's song in the Composer Grave. First match of brackets. Ryu versus One Shot. Hard, miserable, last location magic on chickens.
Oh no!
And, the other magic is Composer Grave.
Star, did you roll that seed?
Yes.
Of course you did. To note, that gives us logical access to adult Sacred Forest Meadow and thus another song.
Yeah. yeah, no, one shots. So I had to ask them to check for a second match, to check after the race ended, and one shot's comment was, "It's incompetent. This game sucks." In all caps. I'll post the screenshot.
Can't even blame him.
Yeah, they did the sequence like I think Ziel was late that scene, and then they're both just like, "Why?" Yeah, so one shot's opinion was this game sucks. Ryukane's opinion was star your band. This is also the scene of Beiichi teaching Way of the Hero for Azora tuning on the toilet.
Oh,
So you could get
what?
well, Zora tuning on the toilet, so you could get hover boots off Darklink to go to Shadow to get your hover boots off Darklink in Forest Medallion Water, to go to Water Medallion in Shadow to get your light arrows before the boat.
Thanks, game. I
Oh,
love
and of course,
Randomizer.
and also in the course of full clearing everything that wasn't Jenkins or Composer Grave, as you see the second Valley Flush hit, they full cleared like Medallion Fire for Strength 3 on highest forearm. I forgot Jenkins existed to that scene, to be fair, but it was hilarious.
Chat,
Hey,
there are many people who claim to roll garbage seeds. And then there are people who have the stats to back it up.
Yeah. That scene barely sub 330.
And welcome in SpeedGaming 3. Hope you had a great restream, and welcome to OOT Randomizer. Randomizer means that all the items are shuffled in terms of their locations. The seed is still beatable, so that means there is a way that the game has logicked out for us that you can actually collect all the items without having to do any, sequence breaks. Oh.
Hey, Strength 2. That's in logic with Strength 1. Okay.
Yep.
Spirit Way of the Hero, anyone. We have a bow and we have Strength 2. Game?
Might as well be there, I think. Like, this is the place to be after beating Dodongo's Cavern.
I think so.
Kayzo finding out that there were 2 Sphere Zero bows.
And doesn't even bother spending the time to get the other one because he doesn't feel like it. No point.
I think 30 arrows in the quiver is plenty for him.
Yeah. Yeah, look up into our Luigi's Mansion Raiders. Both SG Main and SG3 were waiting for restreams of that, apparently. I caught absolutely nothing of Rally Decker, considering I got home just about as this commentary started. Can you report that match when I get time?
Star actually missed the first check of this game, so... Well, here we go.
I know who won Rally Decker. Don't spoil it out on Poise, please. But I do know who won the race. I just don't know how they got to that point.
Yeah, folks, don't tell us yet. There's quite a few people who are probably gonna want to catch the VOD before getting spoiled on this.
Yeah, that one was restreamed on SP, by the way. I did scan to race time earlier, I think, and that was interesting when I can parse out. Yeah, let me make sure to correctly report the result. There we go. Alright.
So, Morgan Breezer, you are absolutely right. There was a match scheduled at 3:15 p.m. EST, but we had to shuffle the schedule around a bit. We're sorry. Didn't work out otherwise.
No, it turns just due to some scheduling stuff, it ended up being that this match worked out better.
Yeah.
And we'll have one more tonight because there's a ridiculous o'clock race and restream, amazingly, at 11:15 p.m. Eastern between Sponge and Iwasona.
Ooh, I might set an early alarm for this.
Yeah, oh hey, more choose, just a 5-pack though on top of King Dodongo.
We do take those anyway.
Oh
That's
yeah, you
just
will.
a piece of heart in the waterfall. Kayzo obviously has not found the Gerudo Valley Foolish hint. And found the second hint that tells us that Ice Cavern is Sunsong.
Yeah, because the Valley Pit was at Temple of Time in DC, which he has invented.
By King Dodongo, Dodongos are now extinct.
I mean, there's still the little ones that are running around DC. Icola did go into those side rooms. Skullmask is dead. He's also going to be able to set up Scarecrow here, which is good. And get the letter spot. I don't need to worry about being absolutely terrible at seeing what the item is, because, game!
What? Wait a minute. Are you kidding me? Okay. We do want to have a scale, everybody. Hard
Also,
required
this
scale in
play on
this.
King Dodongo.
And yeah,
things.
I was wondering if I did see that right, that there was a glove on King Dodongo. Apparently I was.
Yep, double good items. Why are Strike 2 and Strike 3 in DC game? Hello?
Because it's a star seed?
That was a rhetorical question, Tobias.
Well, I was just as rhetorical in providing the answer.
Fair enough. And yes, Kayzo does also play Majora's Mask Rando, so his Scarecrow song is the Goron lullaby. Easy to remember if you play MMR a lot, which Kayzo actually wasn't, I think that's one bracket.
Read it in the composer's grace. Okay. Ooh.
No, and there's a wallet. I guess Kayzo didn't do this earlier despite walking past this grotto. I don't know why. Because Kayzo doesn't have a wallet. Go figure.
And yeah, thanks game for that hint about that song in the composer's grave we both already got.
Well, Icola has it. Kayzo does it, but you probably see it. But in this case, since Kayzo for some reason forgot about the Storm's Grotto and walking past it earlier as a child, he'll find it after. I'd have just autopiloted past it. Not using cheers on the maze makes sense for Icola. Gonna pick up his bug bottle and
Rush Ice?
I mean, I've heard worse ideas.
I mean, again, Spirit Temple is Way of the Hero, we know that, and it is a... we have all the items for it to at least give it a go, except for the Mirror Shield. So, yeah, we could Rush Ice, we could also go Spirit. We'll see what Icola chooses. First of all,
well,
though,
first do the other checks. Don't leave the other checks in here behind.
Oh no.
Frogs 2 is dead. Alright, we don't need to done for that. And the open grotto here, which gives us our first magic meter. A very nice shade of blue for Kayzo.
We do want that. That was Hyrule Field Open Grotto?
Yep. Also, I do love Kayzo, as with many reference runners, does like to have, he does like to have the French flag in his colors, HUD colors, as you can tell, blue blanc rouge.
Oh, we're just buying tunics now? Okay.
Well, part of the bad fun Icola doesn't have the Goron tunic from the well. I mean, I guess he's right here and he has the money. Fountain is still Way of the Hero in Remote Grotto. And there's a blue.
Well, I guess we're about to see a fire dip.
We are.
I mean, it makes sense for the song alone. Just to improve mobility. We have Minuet now, so no need to walk to the forest. Just a huge ruby on the volcano. What's in the crater wall? Looks like a blue. Never mind the fire dip then. I am curious though, where is a bomb bag? Besides 50 skulls.
Good question. Let's see. Crater Grotto has a big chest in it, giving us Temple of Time is way of the hero. Well,
Great!
yeah,
Forest Medallion is required, we already have that. DC is required, and that's Boomerang.
that's required in the Crater Grotto.
Yep. Not sure the hint on top of the Death Mountain crater there.
Not worth the bomb shoot. He doesn't have that many to spare.
Fair.
Yeah, Prelude location is way of the hero. Probably for Doctrine right now, because we don't have that. But yeah, thank you for telling us that DC is required for Wave the Hero Temple of Time. As we see a purple rupee there. DC Wave the Hero for Temple of Time is for the Temple of Time Wave the Hero. DC required for the Temple of Time Wave the Hero, but also for both Strength 2 and Strength 3 being in there, so you need one of those two. Thank you, King. Temple of Time is still Way of the Hero.
Come on,
Brilliant.
game!
Good, thanks.
What a great hint distribution.
Good hints, game. Good hints.
I like the hints. They're just their locations. Oh, come on. Okay, Lost Woods is adult spawn apparently.
Oh yeah, Lost Woods in Bronze City, I think it was. As Kayzo picks up his scale. Or actually, Lost Woods must have found that.
Watch, I mean, with how this seed is going, watch the professor being required.
Huh. Which is what again, by the way? Because I'm forgetting. Big Ron is still dead. Welcome in. Hola, SpeedGaming Espanol, rating with a party of 25. Bienvenidos. That was about the extended by Spanish. Switching back to English, welcome into Ocarina of Time Randomizer here. We've got ourselves a race between Icola and Kayzo, matchup of the Frenchmen. They just started about 40 minutes ago. They've got a ways to go to see a Kona sung in the minuet. Confirming that it has to be, it does have to be Nocturne on Prelude because the only other checks left are Minuet and Bolero, and neither of them block Endgame right now. We have Saria song, and we don't need the Bolero song at all. We have a way to Blood Lake the Goron, we have Fire Access, and we also have Saria. Apparently your Rose's Spanish is slightly better than mine, I guess. But yeah, fairly wave the cure for Nocturne, thanks. Alright. Oh, is that Google Translate? I guess that works too. I mean, I think it works. I can't come up with such a sentence on my own, but I can read what it is when I see it. Colossus Fairy is a bomb bag. Okay.
Okay. That is definitely out of logic, so where's that third bomb bag? Star.
Where's the hammer? Is another question.
That is also a good question. No Morgan Breeze. That is definitely not first bomb bag. That is bomb locked or hammer locked.
Well, if it's hammer locked, it could be first bomb bag, but yeah, that's fun.
Let's find a hammer before we decide on that.
Yeah, Icola's gonna try for GTG. I mean, GTG and Spirit are both Way of the Hero. You don't have a hookshot. I mean, you're more likely to get locked out of Spirit than GTG without a hookshot, I think.
And yeah, hookshotless GTG is possible.
Oh, right, hammer doesn't unlock Colossus Fairy, right, thank you. Whoopsies, I forget that wall is bomb, so...
Well,
yeah,
that's hard bomb then.
Yeah, so where's our bomb bag? There is our actual logical bomb bag. 50 is not in yet, I don't think. I think we need a hookshot if we're to get 50 without explosives, by the way.
But we do have a hookshot.
I mean, oh yeah, never mind. Let's go pull up it. I forgot the letter spot because we do have a logical scale off the child shooting gallery. The other one's wrong.
So I'm about to open a tracker here and see if we have any.
Guess who's also booting up a tracker right now? Jinx!
Well, you go ahead then.
Let's see, we have beans, we have 1 bottle, 2 strength to scale, hovers, 1 wallet, magic, heal, heal. Currently marking off everything that we have that's in logic. Kapunas, Sarias.
Alright.
Time they unlock one thing.
Let's see if Kayzo spends a chew on that hint on top of the DMC.
Concerning thing! Can confirm 50 skulls is in.
Oh, shoot. Oh no, Star, why?
It does assume ideal key placement, but I'm pretty sure it's in.
Yeah, so 50 skulls could be our first logical bomb bag. That is not concerning at all.
Not at all.
And yeah, I mean, I think Toffee Lee is coming up with the correct command for this situation there.
Yes, by the way, according to Emo Tracker, assuming ideal Fire Temple key layout, I think, here. As well as I think ideal Spirit key layout, we have 59 skulls in Logic. The other Logic bomb hit was Colossus Fairy, showed,
That is very concerning. That is very, very concerning.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, Icola is not gonna worry about it any further. Kayzo, I mean, depends
probably
on...
won't give 2 hecks about it, because
No,
he'll get
I don't
another
think so.
here.
He'll get more chews. He will find probably the out of logic bomb back as well. But a seed
I think
that
he
is
will.
that where 50 would be the first logical bomb bag. Really, Star.
I mean,
Save the
it's
stuff for
possible.
the final.
Big chest. Big chest. Here is a mirror shield. Well,
Okay,
you went here before GTG. Before
I
Spirit.
think we're clearing Spirit after this. In
Kayzo
case
is once he gets here, Icola needs a hookshot.
Icola finds a hookshot, yeah.
Ignore the bot. I think it knows we have a French free stream, but doesn't know where we have a French free stream. It's actually on Happy Comms channel. Does Goji Tefab, you have something funny going on? Not going to. No spoilers, but there is another race going on right now, as you see nothing on those beamers. Goji Tefabio is being restreamed at my news channel in French. And that link as well.
And I'll be quite honest, I don't speak French, but I might just catch that restream anyway, because if chat is already telling us there's some BS going on an hour 45 in, I'm curious. I think that's a big chest to the right there.
I think so. 2 keys on right side as well. Good to know. I am checking GTG key placements now. That big chest has for us a hammer.
Okay.
Alright, that's a thing.
I mean, that's definitely 50 skulls in logic, however you want to put it, so...
As Kayzo gets his strength too, not much of a reaction there, but I'm going to love to see his face when he gets strength 3.
He's gonna be amazed. He's gonna be excited. He's gonna be so happy about who rolled his seed today.
They're both used to my nonsense. I have rolled revenge seeds for them.
True.
The race that created the unicorn onesie on screenshot from earlier is one of my steadiest seeds of all time. Kayzo finished at 139 and lost. Ridiculously.
What? Respect.
carry us along to hour 33, if memory serves.
Was that just go to Kakariko and get everything forehead seed?
I don't actually remember. I just know it was a ridiculous jet seed. Strength 3 was
Morgan
also
Frieza,
a
you are
decent.
about to see Strength 3.
In a few minutes. It's on King Dodongo. Icola, that is not how to do Coachella's GTG.
No.
You don't jump in the pit, Icola.
2 notes? Strength 2 is in logic, Strength 3 on King Dodongo obviously is not without bombs. So far, the game doesn't assume anything, or the game doesn't tell us there's anything in Light Trial to worry about.
Yeah. Icola has to be careful to not die to the boulders here, lol. And doesn't fall in the pit this time. Woohoo!
No, all you need to do is get grabbed by the Wall Master. Ooh.
Alright, doing a setup to get in the right position.
And got it.
And Kayzo not going to the back of DC without enough explosives. I guess he doesn't want to risk it. Unfortunately for him, his strength 3 and his the true pack are there.
And Icola taking a deliberate death to get his hearts back up to 3 at least.
Yeah, that was intentional. Doesn't feel like fighting the Wolfus on no health, especially because he also need to get through the maze again there, which requires a bit more than no health.
Again, hookshotless GTG is tricky.
To be fair, it might not be a bad thing for Kayzo if he does use his final chew on the Colossus Fairy. He just needs to use his final chew on the Colossus Fairy.
If he does, he's okay. If he uses it anywhere else...
We might be in for a bit of a problem, yeah. Because Kayzo used some of his chews in South Hyrule, which, and some other odds and ends places, like, he uses chews a little bit different from Icola, and he might not have enough by the time he gets there. Where are all these GTG? Because Icola's only found 2.
Behind the Strength 2 block, obviously.
To be fair, I have no idea how many there are in the maze. I've never been able to tell with CSMC. It's really hard to tell as a viewer when you've got 2 streams on. As a runner, I'm sure it's fine, but I can't tell as a viewer. Now there's at least 1 key.
Invisible chest.
That is
key.
another key.
Called it. Just go to the like room. Ooh, and the big chest. Ooh. Well, now I'm curious. And another key.
Yep. And slingshot. I guess the uselessness of Big Oron is closer to being in logic.
We have already seen Target in the Woods from Kayzo, though, I think, and that should be a dead check.
Kayzo couldn't have done it. He doesn't have a slingshot.
I am 100% sure we have seen a slingshot before, though.
Not that I can remember. Chat. Kayzo
hasn't done it. Okay. Thanks for refreshing my memory, chat.
Loopy on the eye statue. There's probably a key in the toilet by now. I'm able to see pier chest as well as the hidden ceiling check here.
Here's another
small
key.
And what is that on the other side? I can't tell.
Couldn't tell either. I'm sorry.
It wasn't gold. That much I can tell you. I don't think it was a key. Oh, okay.
We'll be able to tell by Icola running past it or grabbing it, I think. Okay, that's a small chest inside the flames there.
Yep.
Chat says it was a small chest on the other side as well, and there's another key. That gets us to the center of the maze.
Yes, it does.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. Alright, Kayzo's gonna do forest. I mean, it's required, you might as well. No reason not to.
It is required progression. Just do it.
Alright, here's the maze for Icola. No idea how many big chests there might be in here. Let's see if we're able to get 2 keys. Oh, that's one
Well,
big
here's
chest.
a big chest. And I
And
see 2... That is
letter.
definitely required. Rudo's letter. And... Okay, so that is access to Jabu and full clearing Jabu, in fact.
Yep, and that is in fact, that is in fact in logic as well.
Yep.
Icola doesn't know what's in logic, but we do.
I think Icola doesn't particularly care it's in logic right now.
I don't think he does, nope. Should be HPA for him. Or actually no, he's gonna leave it behind. Yeah, time of day really sucks too. She has anything to do.
Yeah, again, Sun
Yeah.
Song is in Ice Cavern. And
that's a funny point from chat. We're dens and lights from Go Mode and only one resolved wave to hero.
Oh yeah, we do have a few unresolved ones.
Oh,
Spirit
okay,
Temple,
2 unresolved
Mountain.
technically, because we know Temple of Time is Nocturne, so we still have Spirit Fountain and Unfound in the hero unresolved. Game? At this point,
I think this seed is looking jetty right now, but it can't be as jetty as it does look to be. So X1 attach, depends on the settings used, but in SpeedGaming settings, usually the randomizers are about 3 to 3.5 hours long.
for top runners like these, they can sub most race settings.
Okay, yeah.
Newer runners can take longer, keep in mind, and it depends obviously on the settings, but OTR is naturally a more complex game with more checks that take longer than LTTPR. You know, by dint of being on a newer system with more processing power, so they could do more of the vanilla game. The SGL settings usually take 2 to 3 hours. They can go as long as 3.5, almost 4 hours in particularly ridiculous seeds.
It really depends on what the randomizer cooks up on any given day. It's a chance to be ridiculously jetty. It's also a chance to be pretty horrible.
Yes, it can.
Let's see what big pose is. I don't think it can be anything useful here.
Oh, hey, Kayzo getting killed by more shoes in the map chest of Forest. You'll take that. Do not
That's
catch
a
up.
10-pack. He will take that.
Yeah, he will, considering he doesn't have that bomb back off Colossus variant and missed the one in DC. And missed the 2 packs are in DC. Yeah, I believe our estimate for these races is 3.5 hours on the SpeedGaming schedule, plus 15 minutes for interview. We've pushed that a few times.
And as we expected, Nocturne on the Prelude check.
Yep, not
Nice
surprised.
to see that confirmed.
I would have been very concerned if it wasn't. Something would have gone distinctly wrong with the seed's logic somehow otherwise.
True. Okay, so my guess is Icola is gonna head upriver now and check out what's in Jabu.
Yeah, I hope he goes lake after he does. Oh, actually, he's going lake now, so yeah, this should hopefully be his hookshot on the way there.
Can't imagine him skipping it. He's on the way to... Well, he will probably set up Scarecrow. He might do fishing and lap dive as well, considering he's here and has a gold scale.
Yep.
But then it is
First
on to
off,
require
though,
Jabu.
First off, though, there's his hookshot.
Just sitting there.
He's using an arrow to get some arrows. Thanks, game.
Well, at least he got paid back with interest. So we don't have a Kokiri sword yet. We've no idea where Bigoron's sword is. Who knows where Iron Boots are?
Yeah. Yeah, here's the thing though, we have two entirely unresolved Way of the Heroes. They can't lead to explosives because we know 50 Skulls is in logic. It's bad, but 50 Skulls is in. So we've got Spirit and Fountain Way of the Hero. Lights and Din's missing, and Lights can't be directly Way of the Hero, so something in Spirit or Fountain has to lead to Lights as we get a third bottle in the Forest Floor Master. I go Iron Boots to be one of the Way of the Heroes for light arrows, because why not?
Yeah, I'd be up for that. For Lens on Darklink? And
Lens on Central Farm.
Ooh, also not bad.
We do have Gold Skill after all, to keep in mind. Smilers. They won't go water unless they find Iron's Way of the Hero. Here.
Lens on Central Pillar I like. And then, yeah, treasure chest game for either directly light arrows or another layer of indirection that leads us to light arrows.
Yep. We do also have to keep in mind that we don't have a fire source. There were no keys on Child's side. There's a very, very high chance that Spirit is one or both of Longshot or Fire Locked. Fire arrows might be relevant.
Epona's song in Sacred Forest Meadow, we already knew that.
Okay, well that's our last sometimes hint, thanks.
And yes, happy 1 hour everyone! We are 1 hour into this mess. So far, I think this seed looks more jetty than it has any right to be. And there is something, and there is gonna be some curveball thrown to us that's gonna make this a mess. Just you wait.
Yeah, and sure, Strength 3. Well, Strength 3 could technically be behind. Strength 3. Yeah, Strength 3 could technically lead to lights, but then But I highly doubt Strength 3's lights are going to be directly match Color GC due to the way that, well, the Way of the Heroes don't point to our strength upgrades at all. Strength 3 is unlikely to be it, since we still need our two unresolved Way of the Heroes that we have right now. The third one, they're also missing our fifth Way of the Heroes. There's a good chance we have that item anyway. But at least Strength 3 should not be it. Due to the fact that two unresolved Way of the Heroes and not that much left. Also, shoutouts to the fact that Shadow is foolish, considering Din's is unavailable and Magic and Knocker might well be a locked vehicle. Well, Shadow's made foolish thanks. We're not getting Dins until Go mode, apparently, so that's not very helpful information.
Yeah,
Great.
Dins is pretty much our go mode, or at least our no mode, depending on where we find light arrows.
I mean, when Dins is your glow mode, you don't care much for a Shadow Foolish hit, considering you're not getting there until you're in glow mode. It's like, thanks. Also, considering that 50 skulls is looking like it might be our first logical bomb ban. Yeah, Shadow's foolish. It's locked behind our 50 skulls and Dins, who knows where. Yeah, great. Good to know. Thank you. It's fun when you get wave heroes flushes for locations that you're just not doing until the end of the game anyway, and you're just like, well, okay, great.
Also, Go Mode Shadow or Foolish Shadow, that's just Shadow Temple, let's be real here.
Yeah.
Small chest on the boomerang check, I think. Oh wait, map chest, yeah. Boomerang check is on the other side of that hallway. How inconsiderate. Seeing as we're an hour into the seed, I'm gonna take the opportunity to very quickly shout out the people who make this race possible, or this restream possible rather. First of all, thanks of course to our runners for agreeing to be restreamed. Thank you so much to our trackers. Mighty Mouse and Huffpuff, and of course thank you to my co-commentator Star.
And thank you to Bias, as well as to our French restream, Puppy and Zoppo, doing a restream over on Puppy's channel.
And last but not least, thank you very much to Phantasma for setting up this restream for us. I think that's all of them.
I think it is.
By the way, chat,
I guess,
if you can't tell, there's a bunch of people working behind the curtains to make these restreams possible, and if you want to help out, if you have some hours to spare to donate to the SpeedGaming Live 2021 Marathon, do check out the Discord, grab some rolls, and help us out.
Think just for Icola, that command is not what I was looking for a thing.
Not good, but not bad.
Ignore the bot thoroughly, and I can't remember either a command. There we go. Join the SGL Discord if you want to help out with volunteering. We could use some.
Yep, and whether that's commentary or tracking what's going on behind the curtains, we would really appreciate your help.
Oh, for sure. So, by the way, Forrest does snooze, other than Floormaster having a bottle.
I think it's Kawari who calls it Snorefest Temple.
I think there's a couple people like to call it Snorest, yeah.
So, as always, dungeon shortcuts win.
Yeah. Yeah, Jumpman Forest, long, slow, there's a lot of time between checks, and Jumpers is just not many checks to be had. And, just plug through it.
Yeah. Alright, Princess Widow found the Shadow Medallion, but why Princess Widow?
Well, just in the basement of the forest. That's a
Some
huge
money.
rupee.
Full wallet. Sure. So I think those shoes that Kayzo found in Forest are definitely gonna get him to finding the out-of-logic bomb bag in Colossus Ferry, though.
I think so. Unfortunately, he might do Spirit before GTG since he does have that hook shot. Which would mean that he does it without Mirror Shield, which would feel a little bad. Because Icola went Spirit hookshot with GTG before hookshot with Spirit, which made a lot of sense. But for Kayzo, for all he knows, his Spirit is Wave the Hero for his Mirror Shield, and he might get stuck because of it.
Yeah, that would be
It would make
bad.
sense. It doesn't take too long to get back with Backplay, but it still feels a little bad to have to do that.
It would just feel like, a time loss of a few minutes there.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense for Kayzo to go GTG before Spirit. Spirit before GTG, or the other way around if he wants to find his Mirror Shield first, but I think honestly, with the Spirit Wave, the hero in Kayzo's position, you go Spirit first, just in case it's the French vanilla mirror. Because the game loves to do that to you, too.
I mean, the game basically tells you, hey, there is something useful in Spirit. Probably it could be the mirror shield you're looking for.
I mean, it likes to do that. More than not. So many times where you just see a French vanilla mirror shield in Spirit. It's not the case today, but Kayzo sure doesn't know that.
Nice Phantom Cannon fight from Kayzo, though. Gotta shout out that one.
Yeah.
I do wonder where that third bomb bag is, though. That's, no, that wasn't Neighbor's Love, that was just a loopy. Phantom Cannon, as the rules say, has nothing.
Yeah, Inside Ganon's castle is going to be useless because our Way of the Heroes can't point to any checks in Ganon's castle. The Shadow Trial 2 is dead. And we have everything else for it. Unless there's like some Omega base someplace for Tunics again.
Ugh. Let's just not do that.
Yeah, most likely Inside Ganon's castle is useless because of the way we still have unresolved Way of the Heroes.
That's a piece of heart. We do take that. And it's out of Jabu Jabu for Icola. One more step towards... beating this seed. On the other hand, Kayzo is done with Forest. Which Icola chose to... dip, I think?
Oh, wait, he didn't have hookshot. He couldn't get in the door.
That's true. Yep, 50 skulls is still a bomb bag. Thanks, game.
Thanks. I am moderately curious what our fifth Way of the Heroes. It's probably something we already have, but I just want to know what the hint is.
My guess is it points to a bomb bag. Hi! Fire arrows!
Did I mention Spirit Key Logic earlier?
You did.
I think those might be the Way of the Hero found.
I think so too.
Thanks, game.
Which tells us that there's either a key or a Way of the Hero item behind, or in the map chest.
Has to be a key in the map or some block to make it Way of the Hero for that. Yeah, big Way of the Heroes. Thanks. Yeah, what a surprise. I'd like to roll those.
Oh, do you? I had no idea.
You should hear me laughing my head off at being Sora Tunic on the toilet in the first brackets match.
Oh, I can imagine. Piece of heart and 10 sculpts.
Just like, well, okay. Okay. It was also a scene where we were down to like just a couple of items and we were wondering what on earth was our way the heroes when we only had like 2 items left. It's like, yeah, so, wink wink nudge nudge, it's over to Nick for those hover boots in the way of the hero water thanks game. Alright. Great. I really didn't need that.
Okay, and that is Icola out of Child Spirit because it did see the small key or small chest on the other side of the bridge. No need to go over there.
Nope, and he peeked the other spirit key chest, small child spirit chest when he lit the torches.
In other words, we are preluding and probably on our way to Adult Spirit. Or discount preluding in any case.
Could do Forest first, but I think you rushed Way of the Hero Spirit first to see what on earth it is. Oh, Kayzo's now going for the back of DC. Haven't gotten some more chews. Just clearing it up, I guess. I think also. Oh yeah, he also saw the Temple of Time Way of the Hero, I think, by now. There's light arrows.
We do need those. Bomb locked. Okay.
Bomb locked. Brilliant spot for these things. Spirit probably has our dins then? I mean, it makes sense, because fire arrows can only be waved here if they lock dins in this case. This Shadow Trial 2 dead. So, dins at Gun Rova, anyone?
Sounds likely.
Because I think that's what. I think there's a very high chance Dins is sitting on Twin Rova.
It's somewhere deep in Spirit.
Or locked behind something in Spirit. Could be Iron Boots on Twin Rova too.
Ugh. Well, we are Dins from Go Mode, everybody.
Yes, we are. This looks like a jet seed. Well, a jet seed for the stone medallion layout, that is. The stone medallion layout still sucks.
It is not a jet seed until someone's in Go Mode.
Sure. Also, Kayzo's face in the chew bag on the top of the Kingdom Doggo. He's like, really? I failed from here because I had one chew and then you give me a chew bag? He's just like, oh,
he couldn't get into King Dodongo, though. He couldn't get on top of King Dodongo. Did he? Oh.
He blew up the eyes. I think, oh no, he did blow up the eyes, right?
I was not sure. Okay. Irons on Twin Rova for Lens in Water, for Longshot on Treasure Chest Game, for Dins on Morpha. Oh, Huffpuff, why?
On an unrelated note, how many non-bomb lock checks do we have left in this game? I'm starting to wonder if there's a third bomb bag available.
I think you just deleted it accidentally.
Because I do think some amount of Adult Spirit is in without explosives. There's Strength 3 for Kayzo.
Strength 2 for him.
Oh yeah. Well, no, he has. He has the other one from DC, doesn't he?
I don't think he has. At least the gloves were silver for him. Might just be a funny texture mod, though.
I think he just chooses his colors to be silver when it's actually Strength 3, yeah.
Okay. Just a troll restream. Thanks, Kayzo.
Merci, Kayzo. Merci beaucoup. Thanks a lot, in other words. But yeah, yeah, like, these amount of Spirit might be in, because we do have projectiles for both ages. The slingshot in GTG like room is in, as the boomerang and DMC rather was in with a hammer from GTG as well. So if the Child's Spirit Temple could have another bomb bag. It would be the Spirit Wave Hero, but it could have another bomb bag in there. Logically, as well. Fire might have some spots that could lead to a bomb bag. There's some odds depending on key layout.
In other words, there are still some chances for 50 skulls not to be our logical first bomb bag, but it's becoming less and less likely.
Could be some checks in the lake, since we do have a skill for bean access. Or just hookshot for that matter, really. No, skill for hookshot for bean, like at a lake. I think Boulder of Destiny is new, or at least I did write down the hint in here.
Nope.
40's dead. Oh wait, no, I did write that down. I was... yeah.
Okay, so our runners are retracing each other's steps for a while, so...
Only Skulls is not hinted, but right now to keep in mind is that our way of the heroes just pointing at Din's and Adult Spirit right now, so that's where they want to chase before they get too far off on other tangents. Like, until we know where the Spirit Way of the hero is, not much else matters, to be honest, because that is big.
That being said, though, Kayzo does know that Training Grounds is Way of the Hero as well. Because that's right in front of Temple of Time, that hint.
Yeah. He is currently getting the Temple of Time Way of the hero. It's Nocturne.
So the question is, which Way of the Hero does he chase first? Does he go...
Spirit, as I think you chase Spirit, as mentioned. That is a good chance of being your mirror shield in Spirit Way of the hero. Like, from Icola's perspective, he did do full Spirit because of no hookshot, but from Kayzo's perspective, I think it makes more sense to do Spirit than TTG.
Let's see what Kayzo thinks about that. I'm thinking he might just take Epona over the bridge and just chase that in that order. We'll see.
I think it's still faster to reverse. No, I don't
By about 10 seconds, if I recall correctly. But I don't think he's done all his field checks yet either, so he might do that in
that's the other thing.
crossing the valley.
Yeah, Forest Temple is Isnora's Temple. Kayzo's time of day also really sucks for HPA right now, unfortunately.
Still hasn't found the valley foolish hint either here, so...
He has it, it's the Temple of Time. I think he's just a scatterbrain. I actually might be getting the skull. That makes sense. Because Kayzo here also doesn't have a hammer. That is in GTG, which he is going to.
Yep. And I think he managed to get time of day just right to actually do horseback archery, so...
Yeah, just turned day here. Good timing.
Okay. Short detour via the jail, which you only get thrown into if you actually have the hookshot to get out of it again.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, oopsies on that one. He didn't actually need to get caught. He just did.
Yeah, no, he just caught the guard at an unlucky time. Good fight for the Gerudo Pass here, and off we go into GTG, I think.
I think so, because you're here. But yeah, coming from this direction, doing field cleave-up makes GTG way the better thing to do, because you can go from the other side to do Spirit first, but like both plays are pretty valid. Decide which one you want to do first and which route you want to take.
And I think we're seeing horseback archery. Let's see what that is. I think it can't be anything useful at this point.
Highly unlikely, yeah. I mean, I guess it could be a bomb bag.
That would be hilarious.
Yes, it would. Yeah, it could be a sword tunic.
That was a really good horseback archery from Kayzo there.
Alright, HPA. All your
It's irons! Okay then, Toffee had to call it. Congrats!
Well, that's one less fate wave the hero thing that can be in Spirit Temple.
Well. Well, well, well.
That is a thing.
So what can our fate wave the hero still be? Let's see, we have Lens of Truth still missing.
Long shots exist.
They do.
Those are the two big things right now. There's the mirror for Kayzo.
I mean, Zora Tunic still is a thing.
Yep.
But I think that's more or less it.
Pretty much. And if Longshot turns up at the top of Spirit, it would not be for Spirit Key Logic if it's at the top, because... Well, it would depend on the Spirit Key layout, but it's unlikely to be a Longshot for just Spirit Key Logic. Like, if Longshot turns up, you get concerned. Did you have the Firelight? I mean, it really well and truly. I am curious as to what the Spirit Key layout is, because it's going to matter for Logic today.
We're gonna find out, but Kayzo is, well, baiting on GTG after finding that mirror shield immediately.
Spirit's Wave the hero, you might as well. GTG is Wave the hero, but that mirror shield resolves it.
I mean, there's a slingshot in the GTG like room, but yeah.
No, Ruda's letter is in GTG as well, but I think he just wants to chase the Spirit Wave the hero.
Ooh, big chest. That's not Wave the hero, it's useful though.
That is, which means our one and only key is in the compass chest.
It is indeed, and we are... Well, we're progressing into Spirit the only way we can, via adult side.
Kayzo does not, in fact, have fire arrows because he doesn't have Rudo's letter, so hasn't been able to take care of Fountain yet. I mean, I think Kayzo at this point is probably taking a guess that Spirit's Wave the hero for his Rudo's letter to go get Dins from Fountain. Which is logical enough, unfortunately, it's a little bit more complicated than that. He left his dins behind in GTG, and his fountain is Way of the Hero for those fire arrows for spirit key logic, it looks like right now.
I really hope that he goes back into GTG though, I mean, for his sake, because he might just consider that Way of the Hero in GTG completely resolved by the mirror shield he found there, and at that point, he's gonna do a lot of unnecessary checks if that's his thinking.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I think some of it's going to depend on what his spirit Way of the Hero is. No keys on that point. Nope. That's a big chest. Fire arrows are on the fountain, Gary Yervos, and fountain is Way of the Hero, so we suspect that whatever the spirit Way of the Hero is, it's fire locked logically.
Which would mean it's in the map chest.
Could be no key in Sunblock or map specifically.
Oh. I don't follow that logic, but we'll see. Oh, hi! That's a... That's all the bomb bags.
Yeah. Tobias, spirit is only fire lock if there is a key on map or sunblock. Otherwise, you can do the other checks.
So... Okay, so is that bomb locked? You need ZL to get in there, to get that. So... ZL's in the windmill, that's easily accessible. You need strength
projectiles
2,
for both projectiles for both ages and projectiles for both ages are available.
Strength 2 is available with strength 1, which you get immediately. So no, that's not bomb locked.
No, because you can. Yeah, because hover boots are hookshot to get over there. There are 3 keys available between Compass and the Twin Child Climb. That is, in fact, a logical bomb bag.
So 50 skull bomb bag probably not required.
It's definitely not required. I mean, womp though. Fun idea to entertain with that spirit couple. Bomb bag is in logic. We have 3 keys without explosives. We have the ranged weapons to put 2 of those keys in logic.
To note, this can't be our Way of the Hero though, because the 50 skull bomb bag was, I think, available in
it was.
Earlier sphere.
Yes. Also, if there are no keys on the... So, we need to see what the invisible chest and the 2 Colossus hands are for key logic here. Left invisible is a big chest.
That's your Way of the Hero. Hi, Dins. Okay, this is a jet. Jet is in go mode. Neither of the runners are yet.
Yeah. Kayzo needs a boomerang from Crater Grotto, which he missed due to a lack of explosives. And he needs a hammer from the GTG right side and a Gerudo's letter from the maze, because he failed out of GTG for after the mirror shield. GTG triple Way of the Hero, I think, by the way. That's dumb. Oh, hey, another big chest. Long shot!
Not required for anything, but you know.
Is that a key on right hand, by the way? I just noticed.
Well, we can get that.
It was a key on right hand. Correct placement,
yes, logically
game.
long shot locked. Thanks, game.
Right back. Yeah. No, Kayzo does not need a key. The final check, the last key, by the way, is fire locked. Not surprisingly, since there were no keys on the invisible chests. So, yeah, Spirit's Longshot locked. Here's your longshot to go get that key. Thanks, game. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Useful. Yeah, that is also no mode. Icola needs to just go find his magic in Harrow Field at this point. Kayzo needs to go full clear GTG. I don't know when he is going to full clear GTG though. He knows I found his Way of the Hero, but he also knows that his his letter is missing for that.
And he might assume, yeah, okay, Dins is definitely a Way of the Hero item, but so could Longshot be, for something on Morpha.
Yeah, he did get those iron boots.
On horseback archery, so depending on how he susses out the logic, he might chase that into Water Temple, which would be bad for him.
It would.
Whereas Icola is dins and magic away from go mode, which means all he needs to do is stumble into a hole in Hyrule Field.
Unfortunately, that might be a bit hard to do, considering he has other stuff to do. Like, Icola should know that. Well, Icola, if might, like, we know that for, the long shot is Magic Lock, which might help Icola a little. It won't help Kayzo, though. If Icola can figure out that it is Magic Lock due to key counting, but Spirit Key logic is fun, and counting keys mid-race is not easy.
Yeah.
At times.
We commentators barely have the brain capacity left over for it, so I wouldn't expect that of any runner.
Yeah, and yes, second magic could also be available for Icola, which would be good.
See what's on Twinrova. Maybe second magic is just chilling out here, and in which case, unless Icola, well, we'll see what it is. So basically, chat was in no mode around an hour and a half in. That's a pretty jetty seat.
It is. One of the nicer ones I've rolled.
I'm not complaining.
No. The good thing for Kayzo is I think he'll find his hammer before his letter in GTG. Because if it were the other way around, he would get stuck by bailing after letter, thinking his hammer's in fountain. But the way that the two checks are ordered, he'll get hammer then letter, and he'll be okay on that front. We don't know which of Map or Sunblock has a fifth key, but in a sense, Icola came with fire arrows and no magic. Kayzo came with magic and no fire arrows, but they don't really care.
That being said, these are two keys, so depending on their routing, we might find out. But no, actually, it has to be sunblock chest because map chest was just a small chest. Kayzo did check that one.
Did he? Okay. What with?
Dins?
Oh wait, thank you. Forgot. Scatterbrains. Down for Kayzo, getting a bit of a start during the cutscene.
And that's Twinrova done. And just a bloopy on Twinrova. No, a heart piece.
Pointing your hookshot at Twinrova makes her move faster. Question in chat. Little optimizations. And when you're paired up against another runner of a good high skill level, like Icola and Kayzo are both very high skilled runners here, you want every time save you can get.
And Kayzo is out of here.
I mean,
he is not
Shadow
following
makes
up on
sense
that
to you.
GTG way of the hero, but Shadow is available. So here we go.
I mean, you might as well do it.
Just makes it more tedious to get back to GTG later.
I mean, he just finished Spirit there, which dumped him on the warp pad. He can just reverse from there anyway. He's reversing from Requiem. Whether or not he does it immediately after Spirit or later, it's about the same.
Fair.
There's long shot for Icola, who is like, really?
So, to clear up the confusion in chat a bit, shooting the hookshot at Twin Rova while they're not fused, so while they're two old witches, just basically locks the one you shoot your hookshot at in place. It's basically a dodge animation that you use to lock her in place long enough to actually have reliable aim with the mirror shield. And
Kayzo. Go ahead.
And as you said already, for the fused Twin Rova, it is makes her move a bit sooner.
And Shadow there, he's in full Shadow Temple right now because in these settings, the stones are required for the Rainbow Bridge and the Shadow and Spirit medallions are required for the lighter cutscene. Or the boss key. Yeah, I still find there's something to be fairly ironic because you get down onto the Colossus' left hand. See that Longshot is Longshot locked because the key chest on the other hand, open the left hand and discover, oh well, never mind. I guess I'm fine anyway. Hi, Longshot. There's a certain irony to that item placement there.
I like it. It's basically just the randomizer putting the longshot in the most accessible location ever for that longshot lock.
Yep. It's like, hey, Spirit's longshot locked. Don't worry, here's your longshot. Alright, okay, thanks.
Yeah, good talking to you, game. I'm out of here.
Yep.
And as we said earlier, you know there's nothing useful in Shadow Temple. No need to open either big or small chests, but still, you basically get to do the entire Shadow Temple.
Yeah, well, Kayzo still needs, because it's foolish. No matter if you're missing items yet, you just look at the key chests and you skip the rest. Unfortunately, you still need to do those rooms, because that's Shadow Temple for you.
Alright, so Star, what do you think? Where is Icola headed after this?
Where is Icola headed after this? Fire Temple.
Okay, yeah, fair. He has a hammer.
No real reason not to do fire at this point. It's progression.
Okay.
Icola?
Yeah, his stream froze for a second. He'll be right back with us.
I hope. He's still live on his personal channel, by the way. It's not that his stream crashed.
Yeah, no, it's just Restream having a bit of a hiccup, that's all.
Yeah, that's SpeedGaming's been having some tech issues as of late.
And that's all she wrote for Twin Rova. Okay, piece of heart out of here. I mean, by the way, given the dungeon layout, looks like we are going to do 8 out of 9 dungeons. Both runners are.
Yeah, with DC and Deku both being things. Deku for DC, Deku for those hover boots, just the fact they spawned in Kokiri's child. DC because you needed to beat it for Nocturne as well as to get a strength upgrade out of there. Yeah, as mentioned earlier, Shadow being foolish because, at least in part, because it's apparently logically locked behind just about every other progression item in the game. What with Spirit Temple having your dens in the invisible chests, that required most everything else.
Yep.
Not the hammer, I guess, but most of your other go mode items locked at those stands, so it's like, alright, okay, thank you. I really needed that information. Not. I do find often is with these a decent chunk of time with dungeon foolishes when it's like Shadow or Spirit, it's just foolish because you just can't do the dungeon until you're in go mode. Due to the way how it's so deep in logic and those are some of the most annoying foolishes.
Definitely an annoying foolish end, yeah, but I mean, from a programming standpoint, I can kind of understand how the randomizer arrives at them.
Oh yeah, it just sometimes is a bit of an eye roll.
Yeah. And that's a key. We're not even hammer locked in fire. We do have the hammer, but wouldn't have needed it to dip it.
Also, Icola is frozen again. I can't even tell if it's SG or Icola.
We're back.
This is back. Hoping for Icola's sake he finds double magic in here somewhere.
That would be really fortunate for him.
It would, because we don't know where it is. I don't know if Kayzo's seen any big chests in Shadow. And in any case, though.
No, there were no big chests in Shadow so far. Okay, boss key. And we are going to the back of Shadow.
Yep, sorry, I'm currently just scanning through Discord while we're seeing not much.
Okay.
Because my Discord likes to blow up. Welcome in, SpeedGaming forwarding to the party of 73 as we get a milk bottle off the Fire Temple Loop. That's bottle percent.
It is indeed all the bottles we found. And welcome in, SpeedGaming 4. Yeah, exactly. Welcome to OT Randomizer.
Yeah, welcome into, I believe it was a Super Metroid raid. Welcome in, guys. We have ourselves the tail end of a race here with Icola and Kayzo in the Ocarina of Time Randomizer SpeedGaming Live 2021 tournament. Two of the top French runners in the community facing off to make it out of the round of 32. Kayzo is also frozen. I think it's the restream, man. Sorry, chat. It's foolish anyway. So, not
It's foolish and it's a boat ride. So, you're not missing much.
Yeah, we know where everything is they need to finish the ski does. Kayzo needs to go back to GTG, which is Wave the Hero, but he found a Mirror Shield in there and then bailed for Wave the Hero Spirit. Made perfect sense, unfortunately, both of his remaining go-mode items are in it. Well, actually, 2 of those 3 remaining go mode items because I forgot he still doesn't have the boomerang from Crater Brother. And
Yep,
there's no use
and
for that.
good shot from Kayzo there.
And Icola needs to find a magic meter. There is one in the Hyrule Field Open Grotto, but we don't know where the second one is. It could be in Ganon's Castle, it could be on Blanco, could be in the Wasteland, could be in the Composer Grave again.
It can definitely be magic locked because that magic meter is Sphere 0, the one that's available.
Yep. See, it's been pretty decent, just have to go a whole bunch of places for things, and the Stone Medallion layout really sucks. But for the Stone Medallion layout, it hasn't been too awful.
For the
You do
Stone Medallion
progression and
layout,
stuff shows up.
layout has actually been pretty jetty.
Yeah. I mean, you do your progression and your stuff shows up, more or less. At least for Icola it has so far, until that magic meter happened.
Gonna be interesting to see if he remembers that there are a few checks that are available really early in the game that he just hasn't done yet.
Yeah.
Certainly won't do it until he's finished with Fire Temple, because that's just required progression. But afterwards, for him, it's casino mode.
Yep. Probably rolling his eyes at the fact that Shadow is foolish when magic is his go mode.
Almost as useful as Din's being his go mode.
Yeah. More keys.
I think that allowed him to peek the key chest on the Goron upstairs. Did I see that right?
Oh yeah, you can peek that. I think I did not catch what the chest was though.
Yeah, I thought it was a key chest.
Okay, yeah, probably.
And that's a really clean Bongo Bongo fight from Kayzo.
Yep. Another key! Fire Temple, hello?
Well, we're going to the top.
Yep, we are. What's new? And lights are unrolling for Kayzo, but I think he hopefully gets them on the way back adult eventually.
Worst case, he gets the hint where the lights arrows are from Ganon, so...
That's not a huge issue for him in any case. Just a bit unfortunate due to the really lousy bomb bag placements this seed.
Yeah, so for those who came in later, bomb bags were on 50 Skulls, Colossus Fairy, and the Spirit Statue Hand.
Yep. Colossus Fairy is out of logic. There's a lens. Hi.
Yet another bait item.
Yep, but you could have gotten either the 50 Skulls or the Spirit Temple bomb bag as your first.
Yep.
The 50 Skulls was in logic very early. And Kayzo has understandably decided I'm gonna go check out what this Fountain Way of the Hero is. Unfortunately for Kayzo, it's fire arrows. He won't be happy about those.
Oh no, he will not. Wants to play Zelda's Lullaby, thinks, wait, I don't have that. Second tries the charm. Another key. That's the spare one. You can just leave that in Fire Temple. That's a small chest on highest Goron. With a good invincibility frame abuse, we get to the Flare Dancer atop the Fire Temple.
Yeah. Kayzo finding nothing on icy waters or the iceberg, and it's kind of I need to see this face.
Yeah, that's gotta be clippable.
He's gonna be mad about this one.
At this
I
point,
didn't
he's
see it was
like,
the
come
bottom
on,
either,
come on,
but
come on. Oh, just poker facing it?
Apparently.
Denying restream the satisfaction. Okay, then.
Well, okay, there's a bit of a grumpy look there as he looks off to the side. But yeah, I think his default expression is pretty non-expressive. You should hear him when he's got his mic on, though. It gets pretty funny.
He's gonna be very amused by this.
Oh yeah, this is a fun bomb back.
He knows where all 3 bomb bags are.
I think he's got a bit of a thinking face right now. Shaking his head
Yeah.
there.
that is a definite annoyed look. Really?
Just as shaking his head and shaking his head and throwing his head up. He's like, really, Gabe, really?
Did I miss something? Why is Icola climbing Fire Temple again?
Pierre's got the boss key. He doesn't have Pierre set because he hasn't done Adult Lake. So, pixel shot time.
Pixel shot! Yay!
I mean, it beats. I don't think. Yeah, because he does know how to do pixel shot, and he thinks and it beats getting back to Lake and then back to Fire. Because he doesn't have Vignette or Bolero. Getting back here, really. Well, he has Vignette, but he doesn't have Bolero, so getting back here sucks.
If he knows the technique, good idea. So, this is a really precise shot at that hookshot target on the platform up there. It's called pixel shot because it's just a few pixels that you need to hit to get up there without Pierre.
Yeah. Hey!
Here we go! Nice!
Pretty quick.
Yeah, I've seen runners try this for a few minutes.
Yeah, okay, place it for Kayzo. Nope. I've seen someone get pixel shot on the keyboard. That was ridiculously impressive.
On a keyboard?
Yep.
That's amazing.
Shoutouts to FMC Gun, the lone Taiwanese runner in OTR on the few Asians, and who can in fact pixel shot on the keyboard. Won the race in Season 4 by doing it, in fact.
And that's your
Took him
boss.
2 minutes, but hey, it took him 2 minutes. That works.
That's quicker than going back to Lake and getting back up there.
Yes, it is. Apparently, I record a lot of very careful tapping on the keys. There's the boss key. It made sense for Icola to keep climbing before trying Pierre because it does take a bit to do pixel shot, and if the keys retire, you're wasting time.
Yep. And back to GTG we go for Kayzo.
Now, do you bail after this hammer, Kayzo? If you do, that's a feels bad. It makes sense to go through your progression. Unfortunately, well, his Rudolph's letter is also in here. I hope he doesn't just for the check density, but he might.
Fingers crossed that he doesn't bail after the hammer.
Yeah, I mean, when he gets the hammer, he'll be able to peek the other chest in the maze, and he'll see a big chest in that has the Rudolph's letter in it. So I hope that incentivizes him to stick around to get that big chest. Going left side first, though, so it's going to take a while before he gets to that.
Oh, there are plenty of runners who prefer left side. Yes, Kayzo is definitely annoyed at this scene by this point.
Oh, he absolutely is.
I don't think Icola has a safety fairy and has all of 1 heart left, but manages to beat up Volvagia.
Well, 1 heart is better than no hearts, so you'll take it.
Hey, all you need to finish the game is a 1/4 heart.
Yeah.
Any HP except the last one is fungible.
It's her piece for his troubles. I guess that's a health refill. Why not?
Fair enough. Yeah,
Other
Morton
thing, though,
Breeza,
is
it is Icola's race to lose at this point, but Icola is just in total casino mode at this moment. He doesn't know where the heck a magic is, so he's just gonna have to look around the entire game to find one.
and it could be anywhere.
But this is a definite advantage for Kayzo that he already has his magic.
Yeah, it's actually a good thing that Icola's time of day wasn't working for HBA, because otherwise he might have ended up in Water Temple at some point, but he's not going there at the moment, at least.
Oh, I want to see the face when that's slingshot.
Oh, this one's gonna be funny.
Annoyed look to the side.
It's like, okay, game, okay.
I get where this is going.
Yeah. He's also going to get 4 rows after it could have been useful.
But good shots on the ice statue there. What's 20, by the way?
No clue.
We're about to find out.
Dead.
Oh, we're not even finding out. Icola just had collected 10 skulls and is checking that on the way to goodness knows where.
I hope it's field cleanup.
Certainly looks like it. Certainly something in field.
Just
At which point this is going to be
magic.
over very, very quickly.
Oh, very. Yes, oh, your Shadow Temple is still.
Well, one Shadow Temple quickly.
Like 25 minutes till he's done after getting magic, and right now he's not heading for his magic. Currently back walking for someplace else.
Going to pick up Light Arrow cutscene because we're in the area? Question mark?
OGC's a thing.
Apparently.
I mean, he has rank 3 in ZL. Or not. Setting time of day, okay. Boss key.
And we're going child.
Child cleanup it is, I guess. I went to OGC to go to set time date for Dompe digging since they don't have Sun Song.
Okay, don't bail, don't bail. Okay, Kayzo's not bailing.
At least get that big chest that you can see from in the maze there, Kayzo. Because if he does that, he is in go mode.
Yep.
Still a decently long go mode since he also doesn't have Pierre and fire is fun. But on the other hand, though, Icola seems to get his magic, so I don't know who might be in the lead right now. It's too close to say.
It really, really just depends on who finds their missing go mode item first.
Well, Icola has more wiggle room because just Shadow, I think, takes a little less time than all of Fire and Jabu.
Yeah, that's true. Those are... I mean, we both know that those dungeons are not really shortcuttable in any significant way. Jabu, not anyway, but also Fire, we just need to do all of it. What's not
Because
gonna help
you
him
will
is
last
dipping
location.
bottom of the well.
Makes sense. I'm not dipping, full clearing. It makes sense here for the check density. Unfortunately, Kayzo's already done this. So unless there's magic to double magic is on dead hand, this won't be it. And it might be 2 keys back there because Kayzo only ever found 1 key. And I don't know if he saw a second key chest.
I don't think we ever saw basement from him, though.
He did. That was the key.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy. I think Kayzo just bailed out of GT2
Oh
without his letter.
no. Probably thinks he saw 9 keys there? In which case he's never coming back.
I hope he realizes that there is a big chest in the set of mazes, although that doesn't seem likely considering he just bailed without doing that big chest. Because if you're letter from go mode and you see a big chest, I think you have to go for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but that might be a really big ouch for Kayzo here.
If he miscounted keys, then yeah, that's pretty much game over for him. Like I don't like calling races early. It's not over until someone's beat up the pig, but
misidentifying a chest size is a thing that can and has cost people races before. Misidentifying anything, for that matter. Freestanding items are notorious for that.
oh yeah, I remember a seed where I was convinced on the volcano was nothing but a bloopy, but someone savvy in chat checked out the VOD and saw, no, that's a hookshot.
Oh, ouch, yeah.
And as always, once more, again, ignore SpeedGaming bot. We do have French commentary for this race. It's just not on SpeedGaming Francais. It is on Bappy Grand's channel though, so if you want to pay him a visit, please do.
Please pay everyone a visit, by the way. Shoutouts to our 2 runners, Icola and Kayzo, to my co-com Tobias, and to our trackers, Mighty Mouse and Puff Puff, as well as our friendly stream, posted over at twitch.tv/puppycom, something for something with Zoro. And I believe Zoro's Twitch is this. Okay.
And once again, also shout out to my co-com Star and to Phantasma for setting up this restream for us. Thanks to all the volunteers who make this happen behind the scenes.
Indeed. And hey, I remembered the numbers correctly for that for Zorus.
Yay! And I think Dead Hand was a key, or at least had one key. So we now know somewhat more information.
Alright.
Big chest for Kayzo, and it's just a bottle of milk. Great.
Rolling bottle.
Oh, Dead Hand had 2 keys even. Steve and the Dead Hand chest.
Alright, figures. Lovely. Thought it might have been the case, but wasn't sure.
Like chest was... I thought the like chest was a big key, was a big one though, so...
No, because neither of them got it.
Okay. So Icola is out of here. Off to the Sacred Forest Meadow?
I mean, he never did Chudgoran City. Woods Target's also a thing.
Yeah, just... I'm guessing at this point he's going to clear up the entire T of Child, so that he never has to go back there again. Including a check we haven't seen yet. Playing Saria's song for Horror Kid? Not Horror Kid, Skull Kid is definitely in your check.
Keycom 2K, in this case, in these settings, as we get a recovery here off the Woods Target, we have chest-sized mages contents on. So, major items are in big chests, small items are in small chests, and keys are in special chests with special textures. So, you can tell. If it's a small chest, you're not opening it when you're at this much health and you have everything you need except for major items. Major items being things like cook shots, bomb bags, magic meters, that kind of thing.
But yeah, 20 skulls could definitely be our magic 2.
Could be right here in Darunia.
Dancing Dad? Really? Let's see.
And... nope.
Nope.
Was there any little... I don't remember.
I don't think we've seen pottery yet. That being said, I think it makes sense for Icola definitely to just clear up all the child checks so he can do the rest of the run as adult without ever having to change age again.
Oh, and yeah, actually, yeah, that's the issue. Yeah, Ernie wasn't a dead. I just thought that it. Steez. So yeah, Fire for Kayzo makes a load of sense. It's progression. You might as well do it while you figure out and see if your letter's in here. Unfortunately for him, we know that it's not in here. Hey Diesler, Magic's an open grotto. Rang is in GTG Left by Maze. DMC grottos. I forgot. Kayzo still doesn't have that. I think he'll get that at least, because he is in fire, and he'll probably get that afterwards.
Yeah, he's gonna clear up DMC, definitely.
I was assuming he remembers he hasn't done that grotto yet, which can't be a few times.
Icola, remember the hint, you saw it. Domain's dead. You did remember. And just to remind him, another hint stone that tells him exactly what to expect behind that waterfall.
never did get these sea rivers, so these gotta do checks as well.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe there's just a magic chilling here.
There might be.
Ooh, freestanding heart piece is vanilla.
Not really a double defense is what it needs to go from Kayzo.
Ice arrows! Yay! That completes the set. Except, it's really not what he wanted to see. So we have seen Greg, we have seen ice arrows. We haven't seen the paperweight, I think. What else are we missing for good old meme percent?
I don't know. I don't think we've seen the arrows.
No, we have not. The paperweight is the Stone of Agony, a stone that looks like the Rumble Pack for the N64.
Yeah.
Oh, Dampe Digging was Rumble, okay.
Well, never mind. I guess there's that. Itichi, way of the hero. Yep.
And you know your seed is going kinda crummy when it's 2 hours, 15 minutes in and you're still checking hits.
Yeah, I mean, there could be a field way of the hero for Icola. Nope! Lake's
Right.
way of the hero for the hookshot. Thanks, game. Thanks.
That's very obvious. But I mean, gives him
There.
the chance to warp to Lake and check out what's on Lap Dive, and maybe if he walks out of there, he might find his magic pretty soon. Unless, of course, he just uses this to go discount Prelude and completely discounts the possibility of anything being at Lake. You can still
He's
check it
done
as an
Child
adult,
Lake.
though.
He has a hookshot from there.
Yep.
He'll do Adult Lake.
Probably figures it's that, but still, always full clear your way of the heroes, kids. Ways of the hero?
Ways of the hero, technically, yeah. Ways is the noun here, and wait, of the hero is like a descriptor. There's only one hero, but there's many ways to it.
While I absolutely agree with you, I'm an ESL speaker. Why should I worry about that?
Technically not an ESL speaker, but I did have to take some ESL classes at one point.
Okay.
Don't ask. In any case, though, let's not read the dance over language. Adult Lake here for Icola now, and then I hope he does field cleanup after because he's just right here.
Or he might dip into water? No. Doesn't have iron boots.
You stick with logic. If you don't have iron boots, you don't go into out of logic water temple. Because for all he knows, his iron boots are in Ganon's castle. He's not doing that.
Now's a great time to set Pierre.
After he does Pixel Shot, of course.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it makes sense. You still need to do adult fishing, and if Lake's way of the hero, you want to full clear that.
Yeah. Labyrinth, he might. His time with Day 6 will shoot the sun, so he'll leave that behind. I mean, for all we know, the other magic could be over here. Nothing's saying that the field one has to be way of the hero.
Yeah, nothing's saying that This is the only accessible magic. What in the world is that Pierre song?
That's Goron Lullaby for Kayzo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kayzo was not happy Fireballs goes up here, and he did not choose the pixel shot, so... Don't think so. Well, might as well come hunt for your Ruda's letter while you get your... and come go back from here. At least he opened the shortcut to get his lens.
Yeah, I did not remember that that song from Majora's Mask off the top of my head. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Icola is just spinning a C-stick around. No, they're both in Adult Lake. And unfortunately at this point, they're both still missing rhythms.
Icola might not be missing one for long, though.
Yeah, but Shadow takes a while, and if Kayzo can manage to find his letter fast enough, it's still close.
That's true. Nothing on the lap dive.
Yep.
Come on, go outside. Okay. No.
Yeah, field cleanup, it's faster to get around with Epona.
Yeah, that's true. I was thinking he was going to play a warp song of some kind, and then
Fair, yeah.
we'd be here for another hour.
Yeah, let's not do that.
There we go.
Yep. Alright. Go move incoming in about 5
3,
seconds.
2, 1.
Bit longer than that, Tobias. He has to walk
Darn
to the
it.
chest.
0.5, 0.25, 0. There we go.
And that's the immediate nocturne. So at this point, Kayzo needs to go to GTG immediately if he's to have a chance to get there, because Jabu takes a while and he still needs to get backup fire. What on earth? That's a bomb refill on Shoot the Sun.
Yep.
Not looking super amused by that. And he's safe pudding. With Adult Spawn and Lost Woods, this is gonna be a fire play, which makes sense.
Yeah, it's progression again, and now that Kayzo actually has PS set, he can finish Fire Tempo and then start looking for where the heck his Boomerang and Ruda's Letter are. Meanwhile, Icola has nothing left to do but Shadow Tempo.
Yep.
So
I'm currently setting up Gavaroni versus Weasel, which is another race that's going to be starting soon. In about soon, because the restream, and they're noting that, and one of the writers is commenting how these bracket seeds from everyone have sucked. Yeah, why don't you have? We haven't had a single brackets race. I don't think we've had a single brackets race sub 2 yet. Most of them have. They've had multiple over 3 hours. A couple over 3.5 even. It's been that bad.
Yeah, they're not the quickest seeds that could be rolled with these settings, that's for sure.
Oh no, not at all. Yeah, I think our longest seed so far has been a 3 hours and 42 minutes first finish.
Ooh, ouch. So
It was bad. I believe hard last location skull mask bad was what happened to it.
Oh no. That is just a check that's so out of the way. So your earlier estimate was that Icola will be able to dot done about 25 minutes after finding magic. So that would put us at around a 2:45 race time.
Yeah, might be a little bit less than that, 20 to 25 minutes, yeah, because going through Shadow, which I think we're going all the way to the back, and then climbing against Tower. Having gotten the against Castle Bosky at least does save me a little bit of time.
Yeah. He doesn't need to do the detour via Temple of Time again.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Kayzo is excited to find his boss key for the Fire Temple exactly where he knew it to be. Pierre. And the quickest way back down was to just fall back to the big lava room.
And yeah, out of the 13 brackets matches that have been completed so far, 6 of them did not sub 3. The fastest time was a 2:24.
Goodness gracious. So we're right in the middle of the pack with this seed.
Yeah, pretty much. There were 2 over 3.5 hours to note. They've been bad. Yeah, I think at this point I'm calling Kayzo's being a decent bit behind.
Yeah, I think so too.
Don't know when he's getting his Rudos. I think he'll get his rank soon, but that won't help him with letter.
Yeah, I mean, if he miscounted keys in
It wasn't miscounting
GTG,
keys, it's
or if he misidentified that, if he misidentified that big chest as a small chest, he's never going back there.
No. And I think he had to go because I don't see a way you don't go for that big chest when you're there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he apparently didn't see it correctly, and that's rando sometimes. It just feels really bad.
So I always say TSMC, chest size matches contents, is a really good quality of life setting, but this is the risk you run when you play with it in competitive modes or in competitive settings. You just have that risk of misidentifying chests that suddenly that can destroy your whole race.
Yeah. It would be a lot closer, honestly, if Kayzo had seen it correctly and gotten it then. It would have been in the lead, even.
Quite possibly.
But, that's rando for you sometimes. And we have all been there. Just misidentifying an item in some fashion, be it a freestanding, misreading a hint, anything else, and just never going back for it because you think it's dead or you did it already.
Yep.
The sword diving minigame is particularly infamous for this because more than once people have done the game and then forgotten to talk to the dude again.
And grab the prize, yeah, exactly.
And then wonder 2 hours later, wait a second, what did I miss? Let's use it for horse for cool.
Yep. It's the danger of these optimized strats. Doing diving minigame and that torches check in Zora's domain in rapid succession. You are liable to forget to talk to the dude again.
Yeah.
That's Lord Banana for Kayzo.
Yeah. Really doesn't feel very good about it, considering he could have had that 2 hours ago.
And he still has no clue where letter is.
Nope. I guess GTG is extra late the hero by now. It had both Mirror Shield and Hammer in it, so he really doesn't have a reason particularly great to go back there. Especially if he needs to identify that chest size.
Here's hoping he didn't, and we just assume wrongly. He just chose
honestly,
to bail on it immediately.
Even if he had done the outer loop and then bailed for fire, I think he would have come back by now knowing it's a big chest. I don't know. It's one of those this feels bad moments at this point.
Absolutely. Composer's Grave, he hasn't seen that yet.
Yep.
And once again we have a runner in casino mode, just wondering where his go mode item is.
Yep. There's the boss key for Icola. Does, however, need a small key from the rig.
Yep.
Because, of course, Foolish Shadow won't let you go mode it.
No, why would it? That is not what Foolish Shadow does.
Mm-hmm.
And yep. Kayzo's going into water, I think. Getting baited by those iron boots.
Yeah, it makes sense. Just wah, wah, wah,
Man, this feels bad. I feel so sorry for him.
Yeah.
There's nothing useful in here. The only thing to do is to leave immediately. But he can't know that.
Yep.
Ooh, little micro optimization. Getting Faro's wind set in the maze room, in the invisible maze room, so you don't have to run through it all again. Yeah, to note, we are, of course, as commentators and as chat, we, of course, know a lot more than the runners ever can. Because we know the perspective of both runners, we know what items they all have seen. And we also have trackers who help us keep track of all that in the background.
Yep.
As well as a magic spreadsheet that tells us where all the items are. Well, less magic and more like a lot of manual labor. But we have a much easier way of saying, oh yeah, they should have done this or that, ideally. Never take this as us berating the runners in any way. It's just that we have this huge knowledge advantage over the runners. But I think now's as good as... Yeah, I was gonna say, now's as good a time as any to shout out everyone who makes this restream possible once more. To my co-commentator, Star, to the runners, Icola and Kayzo for agreeing to be restreamed, to our trackers, Mighty Mouse and Huffpuff, who keep this tracker that you see on stream up to date, and to our setup volunteer, Phantasma, who helped us out getting the restream started.
Couldn't do this without our volunteers. And thanks to everyone in chat for keeping us entertained, for being entertained by this, because ultimately, at the end of the day, we do our restreams to make people, so the people can enjoy these races.
Oh yeah. Thank you all for being here, because we literally wouldn't do it without you.
Indeed. Alright, Bog is down for Icola.
And that is Icola. Yeah. Time for Ganon. The only thing left to do is to beat up both the Gerudo and then the pig.
Unfortunately, the seed ring's frozen again. Thanks.
There we go, caught back up.
Sorry, yeah, I'm currently typing a bit in the race time room since we are on a 15-minute delay, and, yeah, don't spoil though. I won't be spoiling myself. I won't be spoiling chat.
In any case, Icola is now on the way into Ganon's castle, and we'll head, of course, straight up the tower. Not gonna have to bother with any item searches in the trials. And go beat up Ganon.
Kayzo here, unfortunately, clearing out water. Spirit was waved here when it did have a long shot in it. Unfortunately,
Yep.
it's just the T-logic. And this is a womp womp for Kayzo. I don't think he's getting back to his letter anytime.
Baited by the long shot. Turning this into an accidental all dungeons.
It's not Kayzo's day, apparently. He was doing pretty well, and then this happened.
And here we go, time. That is the water boss key for Kayzo, and it is time for Icola to beat up the big bad. And yeah, we used to have, or I think on other channels we have a meme image about this. This is a definite oops all dungeons.
Yes, it is. Oopsie. Thanks for going up. For Kayzo's just going everywhere today.
Yep. Very clean Ganondorf fight from Icola.
Done?
Slingshot on 20? Oh. And for probably the only time tonight, folks, here's Ganon. And yeah, Kayzo is looking confused at this point. He's wondering
I think he has
what
to be.
he might have missed.
Yep.
And that was a very quick Ganon phase 1. That's time for the last hit. It's time to make some bacon. So folks, get your GGs in chat. For both our runners, for Icola and Kayzo, for putting on a heck of a show and running a great race. Congratulations to Icola for moving on to the round of 16.
Yep, GG's to Icola, 141.07. We will not unfortunately be getting Icola in for an interview. His English is not the best, but he will be going over to have a chat with our French stream. You may check out over at twitch.tv/puppycall.
And as far as I can tell from my limited French knowledge, Kayzo is also not interested in an interview at this point.
No.
Correct.
I mean, we can watch him play until, well. Okay, I'm gonna listen to the French interview and translate some stuff then, I suppose, as we watch Kayzo play for a bit here.
Cool. And that's our last bow, by the way, in Treasure Chest game.
Okay, so yeah, there was a first question for the French restream was whether or not Icola would have done field cleanup when he did if it wasn't for the lake we have to hear, and he said he would have because he didn't want to do Ice Cavern. Made sense with it just being Sun Song there.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I was joking about it earlier, but going to Ice Cavern could have paid off as well, so...
Yeah, chat, if you have questions for Icola, type them in chat and I'll go relay to the French restream.
Kayzo's one comment in English after being told where that Rudo's letter was, by the way, was just, I'm done with OOT, facepalm.
Yeah.
That's just a bad beat.
Yeah, so Icola noted that he wanted to play very safe and open a lot of small chests at the beginning, which they both did because they were looking for bomb choose each go heck of bomb bag. They're currently discussing the bomb bag and logic issue between 50 skills and spirit.
Okay. "50 skulls in logic bomb bag. You've outdone yourself today, Star." And we have switched over to Kayzo's audio for the rest of the stream.
Yeah, Icola noting in the interview that he was looking at racing for much of the end there because he knew that Kayzo could finish any time depending on where magic was.
Yeah, I can totally see that. For him, This must have just felt like the worst casino mode ever. At this point, Kayzo is basically clearing up some outstanding or some missing checks that he hasn't done yet, especially child checks, and is just wondering, where did I miss that letter?
Yeah, unfortunately, we know where it is. Icola's pretty happy about the win versus Kayzo, who is a very strong player, so he's glad about that one.
Yeah, sometimes rando's gonna rando, and this is a single elimination, single match tournament up until I think the semifinals. Correct me if I'm wrong. So sometimes you just get unlucky. Kayzo really was convinced that this had to be letter at this point, because he had misidentified that big chest.
Yeah, I think this is about a last location for him, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yep, 250.40 was the time he chose to forfeit. So this is his forfeit. And the end of his stream. And that is the time when he...
Yeah, unfortunately this is the end of the road for Kayzo today.
Yep.
Because with that red rupee off the Goron pot, he is done. Unfortunately, he was not happy with this.
No, he was not. I already relayed the comment he made about after being told where Ruler's letter was. In any case, Icola moves on to the round of 16 to face off against Alexis.
Yep, another Frenchman. We'll see who gets out of that one.
We will see, but in any case, whichever Frenchman makes it to the round of 8 will face up against either Riley, Mr. Martin, or Doc Heaps.
Yep, should be some more good matchups. We've got plenty left to go. right now, Gabroni and Weasel are facing off against each other. They just started, well, on the delay. They're about 5 minutes in if people want to go check that out. Let's see. So, okay,
So do we have a
catching up.
restream for that? Just
There is
out
not
of
a restream,
curiosity.
unfortunately. Did not have the volunteers. Yeah.
Again, chat, if you want to volunteer to make more restreams happen, get into the Discord.
Yep. Yeah, shoutouts to our 2 runners here, Icola and Kayzo, to my co-com Tobias, to our trackers Mighty Mouse and Huffpuff. And thank you also to our chat for watching, as well as to our Francophone restream Papier as a whole.
And shout out to my co-con Star and to Phantasma for helping us set up this restream. And I think that's all she wrote for today.
Yep, I was about to read off the schedule a further later tonight. We also have Emo Soda vs. Sponge. It'll be at 11:15 p.m. Eastern, the restream over on SG2. If you want to check that out, that'll be good fun. And then tomorrow, and we've got more matches coming up throughout the week. Emo and Sponge is our final round 1 match, and then we've got ourselves a whole bunch of round 2 matches. Gav and Weasel is the first of 8, and then we've got more to come, so that'll be fun. Still a whole bunch.
Quick clarification, wasn't the match Mr. Martin against Doc Heaps also rescheduled for the 7th?
Yes, correct. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, so that one is also right. So Heaps and Martin will be Friday at 7:15 p.m. Eastern. That will be the final round 1 match. Sorry, right? Because there were some fun issues due to technical difficulties yesterday, and they've decided to just rematch. They have decided to replay that match, so it'll be fun to get another rematch and see how that goes. But yeah, that'll be it for us today. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, everyone. Goodbye.